Okay, it's gonna be discussion only. All right. All right. Let's talk about this a little bit. Not a whole lot, but let's talk about this. Satan knew when you study history, music history, you study musical history. If you notice, I'll put 90% on that. 90% of the people that are in the music industry, that's singing and playing piano, all that, they all started where?
In the church.
In the church.
A lot of them did.
Until Satan gave him a contract. Satan said, this person's going to give God some serious glory. Satan said, they're going to cause a lot of people to repent for their sins. Satan said, I can't have it. So what do? You dangle some trinkets, money, if you will, in front of them. But you wait. Satan's smart. Satan waited. Satan said, I'm going to let them sing in the choir. I'm going to let them get their start. I'm going to let them sing songs. I'm going to let them sing songs of Zion. I'm going to allow them to get their voice exercised. But when they get to a certain age, Satan said, I'm going to take over. But I'm going to let them sing. I'm going to let them sing. You got to understand, Satan, what's that word I want to use? Get them ready. He allows them to work for God for a short time. When a person, groom, I'm looking for the word groom.
Mm-hmm.
Satan allows them first to work for Christ in the churches. Aretha Franklin, name it. All these songs, Temptations, name anybody. Al Green, that Green, who else?
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston. Make a long story short, a lot of entertainers, especially a lot of black ones, that are super talented.
Mm-hmm.
Satan allowed them to get so high. When they got so high, Satan started noticing them, how good they are. Satan get a hold of them and says, through the music industry, I can make you rich. I know you're not making much money selling gospel records. I know you're not doing too well in the music industry, in the church. But I'll tell you what I can do. You got a good voice. You serving God. You sing for God. Your voice should be shared not only with God,
with the world too, huh?
but with the world too. So if you got money coming from your records, you can have money coming, your CDs or whatever you want to do. You can have money coming from the world. So you got money coming from two places now. You got money coming from the gospel songs. Now you got money coming from the world.
Mm-hmm.
That means what you have to do, you got to sell your soul to Satan. Then you got to start. When you sign that contract, you're obligated. Now you got to come up with music that's gonna make who happy? The world happy.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have music that caters to Satan, or he's going to cut you off. Satan has the power. People don't know this. Satan has the power to make you rich. Everybody should. That's just as people just know that. How do you think the rappers got rich? Everybody that's signed to rappers are demonic, and they make contracts. With all of them, even Whitney Houston, all the singers. Okay. If you sign this contract, if you sign it, you got $400,000 right now.
Wow.
Right now. What you got to do though, this contract says you have to start immediately making music that's going to make the people of the world happy. People that are not saved, I'll put it like that. You got to come up with some music that's going to feed the eagles of the people that's not saved. So you do, because it's in the contract. So you tell God, Lord, I love you. I love you, Lord. Because I got to make some money over here to get what I want. You tell God this. You're only going to give me what I need. You're only going to give me what I need. The mindset is saying, God's only going to give you just enough or a little more. So when Rita Franklin was making music, she was doing good. She was. Rita Franklin was doing real good. The other people was doing pretty decent. But somebody said, I know how you can make that money grow. How? Sign that contract, go over that side, go over here in hell, and use hell to get what you want and get a lot of money. So all these singers that's dying now, Rita Franklin died, I'm gonna just tell you, I don't be lying about it. She died in her sins. She had a boyfriend. She lived with a boyfriend. According to the Bible, you don't get to heaven for that. You have to understand. You get to understand. You got to do the right thing by God in order to make it in heaven.
It's true.
Or you're not going to make it.
It's true.
And people hate that. They hate it. They just hate it. Why should I have to obey God 100%? Why can't I have it both ways? Why can't I have Satan while I can't have God too? If I feel I'm not doing wrong by singing songs that caters to the world system, I don't see where God should get mad. I'm singing gospel, so God should allow me then to come over here and sing for the world. I get more money over here. Now, I don't mind singing for God, but God has to understand I need a lot more money to satisfy my ego and everything that I want. Everything I want, not need, I want, is over here. So you got to go to Satan and get what you want, everything you want. Then you go to God to get only what you need. So if you're making, let's say you're making, if you're a gospel artist and you're making, let's say you're making $200,000 a year, okay? That's not bad. It's not.
No, it's not.
Can you live off $200,000 a year? Yeah, you better. Let's say it's out, inch it up. You're making enough money where you're making $200,000 a year. That's very good. That's very good.
Right.
You go own a modest home in a decent neighborhood, nice car. You get what you want.
If a person know how to, control themselves.
No, $200,000, you better know how to do something.
Right.
So, but then the music industry says that's peanuts. What you want is money, 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 money. So how do you do that? You see over here, you're getting $300,000 off your music over here. But on the other side of the tracks, where Satan's at, you can make millions. That choice is hard to turn down. It is. It's hard to turn down that. That's why they go right to it, because if I can get that, I can quit God altogether. I don't need anything from God no more. I don't need nothing from God no more. Because now, I let that go altogether. Now I'm over here with Satan.
And a lot of them has done just that.
And now I'm doing very good, but here's the problem. Time creeps up to you. And you don't know when you're going to die. That's the problem. You hope you're not going to die for any reason. But let's say you make it to an old age. Okay? You say you do. Now payday.
Uh-oh. What you gonna do?
And all that money you got stacked up, you can't spend none of it. You can't spend none of it. Because now you're dying, and now you're saying, oh boy, I spent a lot of time with Satan. I wonder if God is upset about it. And I wonder if God will allow me to be in heaven despite what I did. So now you're dying, and you know you're dying, and you're scared because you're not scared because you're dying so much. You're scared to go where you might go.
Mm-hmm.
So when people, no one wants to die no crazy way. But when you die and you know that God got your back, you feel a whole heap lot better. But when you die on your deathbed, then you tell God, you know I love you. You know I love you. No, you don't love me. You know you don't love me. You know I love you. I just want to do my thing. Well, see, your thing is Satan's thing.
Mm-hmm.
Since y'all in
Talk about
cahoots
it.
together, y'all got to be together now. 'Cause look, whoever you dance with is whoever you're going to be with at the end of the day. It's just the way it is. You dance with Satan at the end of the day, in your life, end of the day, you're going to end up with Satan wherever he's at. Satan don't want nobody to go to heaven. And here's the reason why. It's one of the reasons why.
Nobody.
If
Got
you,
that right.
the Lord said this. I never forget what God said. Jesus said this. Eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard, what is prepared for those who love the Lord.
Thank you, Jesus.
Now, you got to understand this. You got to start thinking about this stuff. How beautiful then is heaven? If Jesus himself said that, Jesus said that, then you got to think. Use your head. Think. If heaven is that spectacular, I got to have a sample of why it's so great. Not one. Your sample is right here on earth. God made a beautiful planet, and it was beautiful. Believe it. Man messed it up, but it was beautiful, and it still, technically, it still is. God needs to just make some things up. So here's the thing: if God created the earth, the sunshine, the rain, the moon, the stars, for Himself, and then put us on here to take care of it, and then He says later on, eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard what God has for in heaven or the new earth, either way you go. Don't you want to be there?
Man,
Don't you wanna,
I
like-
know I do.
I don't understand why I see a lot of older people
Oh, God.
ready to go to hell. They are ready. People get mad at me when I tell them, if you don't live right, you don't make it. Well, who told you that I'm going to hell if I don't live right? You said that. No, I didn't say it. So here's where I get my information from.
Right.
The Bible's all kind of messed up because I read it quite a bit. So if God says something, it is not me.
Right.
God is saying it.
Right.
Well, I don't think God should have that much authority over my life. I know. If I want to sleep with her and she's not my wife, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. So I feel that I know what God said. I understand what He said, and I get it. But I don't see nothing wrong with sleeping around. If the person I'm sleeping around with is not her, then who's being bothered? If we have coitus, have relations, and I made her, sometimes people do, men got a bad habit in their older age. When they get older, now this is true anyway, when men get older, they try to recapture the youth.
True that.
So how do you do that? You're older now, you're getting uglier by the year, you're getting fatter or skinnier, or whatever it is, hair missing, teeth gone, all kinds of stuff. You got worms, So how do you get over that? How do you recreate? It's called recreating yourself. And first thing a man does is buy a sports car. If not a sports car, he gets a Cadillac, Lincoln Continental.
Mhm.
Now, so he buys his vehicles to make himself reinvented. Now, where can you go then? If you got a nice car, you got to find yourself in an area where the young chicks are at. You don't want no old bat.
Well.
You don't want no old bat. You already got one of them. So you already got an old bat at home. So you don't want that. You want something young, tenderoni.
Uh-huh.
So you go to the areas where they hang out. You pull up in a nice car, and the wenches see you. Oh, they see you. They see you. The ratchets, they all see you. And they're not seeing you. They're seeing
What
money.
you're driving too.
They're seeing money.
Money.
Money, look,
That's right.
how many times have people seen a guy that was dressed in blue jeans and t-shirt, and what he was doing, Amy, he asked the young lady had a BBL, and she just all like this, her boobies all up in the air, tucked up, and she had, tight pants on. She just to mind her own business. He comes up, hey girl, what's up? And she goes like, what? What you want? I just want to say hi to you. I just want to say hi to you. Good morning. She goes, well, good morning. I was like, good morning. What do you want? I'm just saying good morning to you. Dang. You can't say hi to nobody. I mean, I got a boyfriend. Don't talk to me. I already got a boyfriend. I'm married. I'm pregnant too. And then he said, okay, all right, leave you alone. That young man, she didn't know he was a CEO or that he had a good job. She didn't know that because he didn't tell her that. So he goes to his car, and guess what the car he got? A Lamborghini. The young chick, the ratchet woman, see the Lamborghini and goes, hold up, just a minute. Is this your car? Yeah, it's my car. What's up? Well, I didn't know this was your car. I thought that you were just, fronting. No, it's my car. He said, well, what you want to do? Now she's ready to have sex today. 2 days. She's ready to give him anything he wants 2 days.
Right
the boyfriend, it's all about him. See what I'm saying? So when an older guy recreates himself and get these nice cars, they're not there for no reason. They're there for the young chicks. Because you get a nice car, that tells the chicks without saying, I have money. And if you cater to me and give me what I want, I will cater to you and give you what you want. Because she wants money. She don't want you, old man, you got worms. But they don't mind taking a chance and say, hey, look, if he's old, he don't take it long to do whatever you gotta do. He can pay me money before you know it. You got. I mean, that's just what it is. That's why guys do that. If you see an older guy with a Lamborghini or a Corvette or any kind of nice car, he's not buying it because it makes sense. He's buying it because he's trying to attract young ratchets.
Right.
And then the wife. I remember the wife said this. I see you bought a Corvette. Now, See, you got a Corvette, huh? Yeah, I bought it for us.
You lying rascal.
You didn't even want her in the car, let alone you bought it.
Come on now.
You bought that car. You bought that car. Your wife gonna be in there because you got it. You got the front. But when you step out on your own, go get some milk or some butter or a drink, or go to the bar with the fellas, the Corvette going with you.
Right.
And when the women see the Corvette, hey girl, who's that? And it's on like a chicken bone.
It might even be a Lincoln.
It might be anything. As long as it's a nice vehicle, up to date, brand new, Lincoln, Cadillac, Corvette, whatever you got, whatever it is, Mercedes, whatever it is, that car speaks for you. It pulls the wenches in. Come on, wenches. Come on, wenches. Give me what I need. See, so that's how it goes. See,
that is how it goes. But my question is that worth it? Is all that worth you losing your soul, going to hell? It is not worth it. Think about it.
But see,
Think about it.
they ain't thinking about that. They're not. That is something that's not in their mind. Their mind is, I need me a wench,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna get a wench.
Mm-hmm.
Come hell or high water, I'm gonna get a wench.
To please that flesh.
Please, what I need to be done,
Mm-hmm.
and you might have to go to the bar 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 times. But eventually, one of them neck bones gonna give you what you want,
Now they're called neck bones.
and you're gonna end up. Now, here's the thing. If you're single and you do that,
Mhm.
if you're single and you do that, you're single, and you're older, you're retired, you get a car for the women. Now you go to the clubs,
Mm-hmm.
and you find a wench. The wench goes home with you and give you what you need. You in return give her what she needs.
Mm-hmm.
See? Now,
Mm-hmm.
here's where it gets bad. You don't think about this. The wench got a boyfriend, which is a pookie. She got a pookie. Every wench got a pookie in the closet somewhere. And she gives some money to him.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, where the money come from? Girl, you ain't you rolling. What's up? How you give us money, girl? I got a sugar daddy. All right, now.
Oh.
Now, the wench, the guy tells the wench, his woman, you know, where you live at? I know where you live at, but took me to his house. Stupid. Took me to his house. So, now, the boyfriend says, if he gave you this much money for last night, you give me half or even most of it.
Maybe all of it.
Now he says, we can rob this guy
Mm-hmm.
and get all this money. So now she calls him, hello, how you doing? I want to come back and take care of you and give you around the world. So she
Teach
goes,
Holy Ghost, because you are telling the truth, Daddy,
So,
through your vessel.
she goes to his house at night. Don't go through the day, go at night.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see too much.
Okay.
She knocks on the door.
Mhm.
Don't forget now,
Mhm.
the man in the house, he didn't got ready. He all greased up, old geezer. Was gonna give me some booty, boy. Booty, coming to me. Booty, coming to me. So he answers the door because he knows she's coming.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she knows.
Here's the
He
problem.
knows she's coming. He
Right.
already know.
He's standing on the side of the door like this, where he can't see him. His partner is on the other side of the door. Two guys. See, we're gonna rob this nigga, and and as soon as he opens the door, she comes in, and they push her, rest of the way in,
Mm-hmm.
and push him all the way in. Close the door, boom. No one sees nothing.
Mm-hmm.
No one sees anything.
Mm-hmm.
And now they rob him, and they end up taking him out.
Mm-hmm.
So he went
Hmm.
to hell because he had to have a wench.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to get married. If you don't get married, fine, that's fine. When you sleep around, then you decide to make some moves that's dangerous. But when a man does that kind of stuff, Amy, he don't think of danger.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because the woman is very subtle.
Mm.
She's very slick.
Mm-hmm.
And she rubs him and, you my man, you my man.
Mhm.
No, you're not.
You talking all them good things.
Pookie over there waiting on you. Bring the money back. See, I mean, that's the way it goes. And I always warn people about that. Quit bringing wenches to your house.
Mm-hmm.
Because one time, and sooner or later, they're going to get together with their man. He going to tell his buddies, and they're going to set it up, and they're going to end up, taking you out.
Right, right.
Stealing whatever you got.
You're right about that.
They're going to ramshackle your house,
Mm-hmm.
take all the rest of your money, and be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
it
that's
is.
what's going on today.
So it's just a discussion about real life situations. You have to understand. Watch this. You're gonna love this. What time is it? Okay, half an hour. I said, I've got 10 more minutes. A young man, it's all over the news nationwide. A young man, two young men, broke inside a veteran's house. And it was two black guys, black young men, about 18 years old, 17, 18, whatever. And they broke inside, this guy was about 84. They broke in his house. They went to the suburbs. They didn't want to break in the house, but they lived there because nobody got no money. So they went, they break in the house where they lived at, nobody got nothing. So they went to the suburbs and saw a pigeon, saw somebody they can rob, if you will. And they broke in the house. The old guy couldn't move fast enough, okay, to get his pistol, because he had one. So they came in, beat him up, started beating the guy up. His pistol was near him, where he was at. But the guys didn't know that. They were beating him up real bad, trying to get the money. He got a hold of his pistol and killed both of them. The mother of the two boys, did the robbing, said, number one, she said, all they want to do was rob him. He should have allowed them to beat him up and rob him and get the money and leave. The mothers were saying the young man was right to rob him because they were broke. Fathers never say that. Forget it. There's always the mothers doing that. Now, he's dead, right? For robbing, beating up a veteran, an old man that retired from a job. The man got stitches, everything. Two young men are in a funeral home. They had a funeral for him, obviously. The mother told the pastor this: make sure they go to heaven.
Well, they're not in paradise. Sorry to tell you that, but they're not in paradise.
According to this right here, they didn't make it in. See, people get mad at me. You ain't got the last say, I got the last way. The last say is inside here.
Right. Right.
You ain't got the last say, God got the last say. Well, if the last say is right here, but they're saying now the last say in here is not right.
Oh, yes, it is. Because God said he don't change. He's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore.
What they did, they had a funeral, and they showed the life before he became a criminal. You know, they showed him from baby all the way up. Everybody was like, oh, he was so cute when he was small. And as he grows up, he's doing some stuff, going to school, and then, you know, I'm tell you something about boys, okay? Let me tell you something about boys. We have some. When you got boys from the age of kindergarten all the way up until 12 years old, once they hit 12, everything changes. They go from, I'm just telling you, they go from being good to pow, evil, that quick. Now, what they're doing, what the young men doing now, is beating their mothers up. Regularly.
Oh, yeah.
Regularly.
Killing them.
Mother's Day.
Robbing them, stealing from them.
Mother's
anything. Day. Cussing them out.
Father's Day is not important because Father's not around. I understand that. But here's the thing now. Mother's Day no longer holds power like it used to. Mother's Day was a big deal in the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Big deal. Now, mothers are killing kids. Kids are killing the mother.
Right.
Young man got mad at his mother. The mother took his phone. The mother took the young man's phone because he was acting up in school. So the mother took the boy's phone. The boy got a hold of his mother's gun and shot her and told the cops, she took my phone. What he's saying, by her taking my phone, I'm justified for killing her. Another young man, mother had a beauty shop. And something else. She had money come from everywhere. Nice little woman. She had a son, cute little boy. And his son started hanging out with thugs. So they said, you know something, man? He wanted to be a rapper. He wanted to be a rapper. Well, he said, how can I make this fast? How can I get money faster?
Ooh,
She had a $500,000 insurance policy on her and on him. So what he did, got together with another thug, and they both went in, robbed his mother, and killed her. The next week, he ran down and got the money. Insurance policy. He got the money. And he was making it rain. He was making it rain. You know what I mean?
Lord,
he was making it rain. He would go to certain spots making it rain. He had 500,000 and he was rapping. Rapping. Bang, bang, bang. He was doing that. And the cops put two and two together and he got convicted.
Thank you, Jesus.
Got convicted.
He needed to be convicted.
He himself like a little girl. He looked just like a little girl. Because his mother, let me say something, his mother pampered him. I mean, she pampered him. He got anything he wanted from his mother. Because she had a lot of money. Anything he wanted, she bought it without hesitation. Don't worry, I got your back. I got your back, baby. I got your back. She spoiled him so bad, so tough, he said, well, I want it now. I want it all. I'm tired of bits and pieces. I'm tired of my mama giving me 500, 800 a month. I need it all. Shoes, Gucci, everything. He had it all. Suburban, but he got down in the ghetto. He got some people to help him kill his mother. And now he in jail for life and a day.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm quite sure.
I'm
quite sure that they making a woman out of him big time. I already know that already. He wasn't built for that. He ain't built for that.
Jesus.
Now it's too late. See?
Yes.
Now he's probably somebody's wife.
Sad.
Sad. But he got what he wanted. You got what you came for. Look, I see this all the time, where young men do crimes, and the mother is it's just the way it is. Mothers love their sons. You know that.
I know.
Mothers love their sons. They can't do no wrong.
Oh, I'm telling you, yeah. A lot of them are close to their mother.
God, not lately though, but God, He don't take down the dirt. You don't. So now you're in the casket, looking all cute, nice suit on. That suit ain't going nowhere. Oh, it's going to turn to dust. But then here's the kick in the head. The pastor says, God has the last say. What the Bible say? Well, we don't say nothing but the Bible. We just telling you God has the last say. What does the Bible say? We don't worry about the Bible. We're going to figure it out ourselves, the pastor says. And at the age of 3 or 4 or 5, he used to go to church at 5 years old. So God's going to take it from there and say you get in.
Not so.
So understand this. If you're robbing banks and stores and killing people and you hurt people and all that, if you die in the process of that and you're in a casket up front, everybody giving you proverbs and everybody's there to see you leave and whatever you want to call them, and number of corpse, they there kissing you. You don't see that. You don't feel that. They got their mouth shut, sewed shut, and then what the coroners do, the people that work in the
funeral home,
they know how to sew a smile on your face. They sew a smile, and the guy can say, "Man, he was smiling, man. He must have made it in heaven." It was sewed in. So the pastor put him in heaven. You know that. Then they got these balloons, right? They go outside. Hi. Hey, are you looking down on us? Hey, that nigga ain't up there. He ain't up there. No, he down here. He's in the abyss. He is suffering. I mean big. Because Biggie Small said this. Biggie Small said this. He said, I don't want to go to heaven because I don't want to be bored. Satan fooled him. When Biggie Small died, everybody put him in heaven. Everybody. Tupac. Everybody put him in heaven. Everybody said, we're going to fool God and give him a pass. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to work. Again, I say it once, I say it again. People get mad at me. Every time I talk to them, people hate it. They hate it when I just tell the truth. Man, they just hate that when the guy says, if you don't live right according to God's principles and laws, you don't go to heaven. You don't go to heaven. What? What do you mean? What are you trying to say? God got the last word. What does the Bible say? I don't care about that Bible. I don't care what that Bible says. God got the last word. Well, God wrote the Bible. I don't mean that. God ain't perfect.
Oh, yes, he is perfect.
Man wrote the Bible, not God. See, you're always trying, people always try to get around God's word.
Right.
Are always trying to find a way out.
Yeah, trying to get around the truth.
So we see the world coming to an end. We see it. I see it. I'm like, why ain't nobody seeing this? You know, look, let's be frank. Half the church, it's not a little more, are now ran, the choirs are ran by the LBGWYZ. And pastors are okay with it. Oh, they signed that 105C3. So their hands are tied. So then you can't tell them to get out the choir, because that person will call the government and says, you funded our church with $100,000 for daycare center for this season. And you got to read the fine print. You have to allow everybody to be whoever they are, allow them to be themselves. Salvation Army. I was in Salvation Army for 6 months. They told us this. It's one of the rules in Salvation Army. Connect to your higher power. Now, when I heard that, it kind of messed. I said, Sunday morning, I want everybody to connect to their higher power. And I asked them, now, you're not allowed to say anything, but me, I got a big mouth. I was like, higher power? What do you mean higher power? Everybody has a higher power. And they told us that you have to respect everybody's higher power. And I asked them, what does that mean? You just talking some words. Break it down. Or do you need help to break it down? I can help you break it down if you can't figure it out. What you're saying is that, and I told him, the guy stood up in church on a Wednesday over here. He said, I hate God, I hate Jesus, Satan is my higher power. Now, you're not allowed to say nothing. Everybody quiet. And what he doing? He said it. Everybody said, they clapped. I stood up. I wasn't supposed to. I stood up and said, you mean to tell me you depend on Satan? Is your God? Is that what you're saying? What you trying to say, man? What you trying to say? I said, no, I just want to hear it. Are you saying that Satan is your God? That's all I want to hear. He said, yeah. I said, okay, I understand you now. I understand you. And I said, but see, there ain't but one God.
Amen.
Now, if you dealing with Satan, at the end of the day, you're going to end up in hell. Oh, they called me to the office. They called me to the office and told me, you cannot talk against anybody's higher power. And I was in the Salvation Army because I was getting over drinking. And I graduated. Now, here's the thing. I said,
this is in Bakersfield, California.
I said, tell you what you did. Go ahead and put me out. Because I'm not going to sit up here and allow people, I'm not going to be in here and then respect Satan. Are you mad?
Amen.
They said, no, well, see, Cortez, like he's here. Cortez, we just want you to respect everybody's higher power. I'm not going to respect Buddha, Duda, or Fuda, or nobody else.
I heard that.
If it ain't
Not
God,
them
I'm
false
not going to respect.
gods.
So, and I went around and around about that. The whole time I was there, I caused a lot of conflict because I spoke up against false gods.
Right.
The chapel,
Right.
the chapel in Bakersfield, the chapel, the church inside Bakersfield had a program. Salvation Army had a program where you can stay there for 6 months and get over your habits, but it would introduce you to certain things to do. And the program is a good program, but they do say, depend on your own God. Now I remember I went to church one day on a Wednesday, and I seen 2 pumpkins. It was near Halloween, and I went in church, in the chapel, and they would put up all decorations of Halloween, and they carved a pumpkin, and they had all the boogeymans, all that stuff in church. And I asked them, I said, hey, here we go again, my big mouth. I said, who put these in the church? They said, we did. I said, you guys know this demonic, right? It ain't demonic. You just cut out pumpkins. I said, the pumpkin is not demonic, but what you made it out of a god. Once you carve the pumpkin out with the eyes and the nose and the mouth and the teeth and the candle inside, whatever or not, that pumpkin is now a representative of Satan now, of evil spirits. And you got the other stuff going on, but the boogeyman, boo-hoo, y'all is actually giving Satan praises in the church, in the chapel.
I bet it got quiet.
It got quiet. Because you going too far, man. You going too far, man. Ain't nothing but a pumpkin. No, it's not the pumpkin. It's what's in your heart. See, if you do that, then you don't mind serving Satan. They got mad at me again. They stayed mad at me all the time.
Right, though. One thing about it, the truth was told.
And I noticed that God always had my back when I was there for 6 months.
Hallelujah.
I was able to work outside the place, earn money. I was able to do a lot of stuff that other folks couldn't do. Now, the guy that did say, Satan was his Lord, he got caught smoking inside the building, got kicked out. Satan couldn't speak up for you? What happened? Well, Satan couldn't help you out. Just saying. Yeah. So, a lot went on. So I graduated with honors. I got out of there, and I've been, my wife and I have been doing ministry since then. So that's it for right now. We'll see you guys later, and we just having discussions about this, that, and the other. If anybody want to bring up a subject, I can search the subject out and get the answer for you for whatever you want to know. Some things I do know about certain issues that you don't really hear about. But I have a truckload of information that I haven't even said anything about yet. But I'm gonna get around to it. So I'll see you guys later.
All right now. Be blessed and have a wonderful holiday season.